Friends, hope so. You all might have done the paper well. It depends upon the students, how the students have prepared for their examination. So the students, those who have might covered all the syllabus, for them the paper was very easy. Depends upon the efforts given by the students. So students, without wasting the time, we will solve the paper 2026 class 10th English language and lit code number 184. Okay, without wasting time, we will start solving the paper. See, as per the instruction given, the paper was divided into 3 sections. Section A, Section B and Section C. Section A, reading skill was of 20 marks, grammar and writing was of 20 marks, literature part, that means textual part, was of 40 marks, total 80 marks. See, now Section A, reading skill. The paragraph was given and at the end of the paragraph there were the questions followed. So, we will solve the questions. Answer the following question based on the paragraph above. Question number 1. In paragraph 1, what does the phrase lungs of the earth refer to with reference to the passage? So, what will be the answer? That means let's move to paragraph 1 for your clearance, that what will be the answer? We have to give the answer for the phrase lungs of the earth. So, the answer will be the forest, because forest is the lungs of the earth, because they are the integral part of the country's ecological, economic and cultural fabric. So, it carries 1 mark. So, if you did not write this much, only forest, then also the answer was correct. So, the correct answer will be forest. Now, we will moving to the second question. Complete the following with the correct option from the given 2. Forest plays a significant role in sustaining biodiversity by, what will be the answer? A1. Balancing climate change and creating livelihoods for people. Question number 3. Support the writer's idea that forests provide critical ecosystem services with textual evidence. We have to move to paragraph number 2. So, paragraph number 2. Let us see the question again. Support the writer's idea that forest provides critical ecosystem services with textual evidence. We have to give the evidence that how forest supports. So, the answer, what will be the C? Forest also provide critical ecosystem services like water conservation, soil fertility and carbon sequestrations, which are essential in combating climate change. So, just you have to indicate forest also provide critical ecosystem services like water conservation, soil fertility. That is all. Now, let us move to question number next. What do the recent statistics on deforestation reveal about the state of India's forest? So, this is MCQ question. Options are given, option A, B, C, D. Among that, we have to select which one is the appropriately correct answer. So, what will be the answer? Forest cover is rapidly declining. Okay. Question number 5. Select the concept that best reflects the complex relationship between human development and preservation. So, we have to select. So, option A is the correct answer. Rapid urbanization has led to widespread deforestation, depriving flora and fauna and its natural habitat. Question number 6. State whether the following statement is true or false. We have to say whether the given statement is true or false. So the statement is deforestation is one of the reasons for erratic rainfall. We have to say the paragraph, the statement is correct or wrong. Deforestation is one of the reasons for erratic rainfall, so the answer is true. List one challenge that critics see in compensatory afforestation measures. So we have to move to paragraph number 5. See, let's see the question again. We have to list one challenge that criticize in compensatory afforestation measures. We have to list one thing in paragraph number 5. So let's move to paragraph number 5. We have to give one measures for we have to give one measures, okay. See, policy measures like the Forest Conservation Act of 1980 and initiatives such as compensatory afforestation and one more so are one challenge. Out of 2 you can give one. So question number 7, how do community based conservation model benefit both forest and local community? Paragraph number 6. See, the answer will be agroforestry, ecotourism and community based conservation models. So question number 1 is over. That means we have completed 10 marks, okay. Now let's move to question number 2. Again question number 2 is unseen passage also, only that also question carries same 10 marks, okay. Read the following passage carefully. We have to, you might all have read the passage, given passage. So after reading the passage we have to follow the questions as well as answer the questions which are given at the end. See, answer the following questions based on the above paragraph. Question number 1, electric vehicles offer multiple benefits in India. Support the above statement in 40 words with evidence from the text. So we have to move to paragraph number 1 for answering why how electric vehicles offer multiple benefits in India. So let's move to paragraph number 1. How it is effective? How electric vehicles offer multiple benefits in India? We have to give the reason. So the answer will be how it is effective. What is the benefit for Indians of electric vehicles? What will be? So the answer will be that rising fuel cost and government's commitment to reducing carbon emissions, that is air pollution, okay. This will be one of the benefit for in India when Indian people will use electric vehicles. So question number 2, moving towards question number 2. Select the option that is true for the assertion and reason given below. See, what is the assertion? E-vehicles, that means electric vehicles are gaining traction in India. We have to say whether the assertion is true or false as well as the reason also. The Indian government is committed to reducing carbon emissions. That means option A, what it is written, both the assertion and reason are true and the reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. That means option number A is correct. Then question number 3, justify the following statement. We have to justify, we have to prove it. What the statement is, despite governmental support, the initial cost of EVs remains a challenge for consumers. We have to justify the statement how government support the initial cost of e-vehicles remains a challenge for consumer. How it is? Sorry. So, question number 3, justify the following statement. So, we have to prove the statement given. Despite governmental support, the initial cost of EVs remains a challenge for consumers. So, we have to move to paragraph number 3. So, what will be the answer? That despite EVs, despite government support. So, paragraph number 3. Paragraph number 3, despite government support, how it will be the challenges for the public, how? Because these are slowly increasing, their availability especially in semi-urban and rural areas remains a bottleneck. So, question number 4, complete the following with one suitable reason from the text. We have to see. Give the answer. The silent operation of EVs contributes to better urban living, because we have to give the reason how silent operation of EVs contributes to better urban living. Paragraph number, how it is silent? Because when people will use electric vehicles, there will be less sound, the sound will be created very less. So, in urban area already it is there is very noise pollution. So, it will help in urban area. In 2023, India recorded sales of over 1.5 million EVs, a significant jump from previous years. State anyone inference that can be drawn from the above statement, that how in 2023 immediately there was a sudden significant jump from the previous years. Why it was sudden jump? Because states like Maharashtra, Delhi and Karnataka have emerged as leaders in EV adoption, largely due to supportive state politics and greater awareness among consumers. So, moving now next. According to the phrase, what is range anxiety in the context of electric vehicle? What is the range anxiety? That answer, the fear of running out of charge or other cause of anxieties. Question number 8. Complete the sentence suitably. To address the challenge of charging in infrastructure, various initiatives are being undertaken, such as great awareness among consumers. Give one reason to support why the adoption of EVs is slow in some part of India. Why it is slow? It is slow because just a minute. Because of fewer moving parts and lower noise pollution because of fewer moving parts The answer is there. Now, let us move to section B, that is grammar. Question number 3. Complete any 10 of 12 of the following tasks as directed. See the question. A manager wrote a report to his seniors about his term. Fill in the blanks with the correct options to complete the report. So, the report is given by the manager. We have to complete the incomplete report, okay, by the options given below. By the end of this quarter, the assistant manager dash on this campaign for 8 months. The options are given: will be working, will have been working, will have working, would have been working. The answer will be working. Question 2. Read the given sentence from a sales report. Identify the error and supply the correction in the given format. The statement is: being checked all the figures twice, she was sure there were no errors. So, identify the error. See, the error is figures and it is given, both are plural. So, error will be figures and correction will be figure. Read the conversation between the store supervisor and the salesman. The conversation is between salesman and the So, the third one, read the conversation between the store supervisor and the salesman. Conversation is between store supervisor and the salesman. Statement of supervisor: did you switch off the lights before leaving office yesterday? Salesman: yes, I did, and I also handed over the keys to the night supervisor. A store supervisor asked the salesman whether he had switched off all the lights before leaving the office the day before. So, we have to give the answer of the salesman. The salesman confirmed or answered in affirmative or told yes, he had done, and he had also handed over the keys to the night supervisor. Fourth, a school principal addressed board aspirants and said, dash candidates must carry their identification proof. So, the options: each, all, every, one. So, answer will be all. All candidates must carry their identification proof. Fifth, Isha said to her parents, my mentor will always guide me even after this program ends. Report what Isha said to her parents. So, we have to report. Isha told her parents that her mentor would always guide her even after that program ends. Find the error in the following sentence and supply the correction. I was disappointed to see that in the library there was less book on the subject that expected. So, the mistake is over here. Mistake is over here. Okay. What will be there? So, question number 6. Question number 5. Find the error in the following statement and supply the correction. I was disappointed to see that in the library there was less books on the subject that expected. So, where is the mistake? Here. So, what will be the answer over here? Was, and here it will be were, because plural number. Next, filling the blanks with correct options. My friend dash the movie tickets before we even reach the ticket counter? What will be the answer? My friends had collected the movie tickets before we even reached the ticket counter. 8. Select the correct option to complete the given sentence from a recipe book for students. What is the statement? After stirring the cocoa into the melted butter, we must add the eggs one at a time before adding the flour. 9th one. Report the following sentence by a customer. What is the sentence? We have to report the following sentence by a customer. So, what is the question? Did you double check the address before dispatching the washing machine? So, report the following sentence by customer. So, what will be the customer inquired to the shopkeeper if he had double checked the address before dispatching the washing machine. 10th one. Complete the following sentence by choosing the correct options. If we had consulted the engineer, we dash this mistake. So, what will be the answer? If we had consulted the engineer, we would have, what will be the answer? Would have avoided this mistake. Then moving next. Moving next. 11th. Complete the following newspaper report by filling in the blanks. The number of road accidents dash increased this year. What will be the answer? What will be the answer? Has. The number of road accidents has increased this year. 12th one. The speaker in conversation with a group of ministers said. What is the statement? I feel reassured after hearing your options. What did the speaker say to the minister? The speaker told the minister, that he felt reassured after hearing their options. So, the second section also over, not yet over. So, now moving towards the writing skill, what it is written? We have to solve any one, but I am going to solve both of the questions. As a parent, you have observed a rise in the number of students feeling a sense of inadequacy and anxiety. According to you, social media is impacting their self-worth through constant social comparison and exposure to unrealistic standards. You are Divya Dinesh Rana. Write a letter to the principal of Sunrise International School suggesting the need to hold workshops and interactive sessions with students, teachers and parents to explore the positive aspects of social media that will strengthen a sense of self identity. So, how to solve? First of all, you have to write the address of the school. Is it clear? The second point comes subject. What will be the subject? What will be the subject? We have to by suggesting the principal to hold workshop and interactive sections with students. So, what will be the subject? About holding, see it is given holding workshops for the benefits of students. So, the third part comes salutation. We have to give respect to the principal, just as with due respect I, what is the name given over here? Divya or Dinesh Rana. With the due respect I, Dinesh Rana, class 10th A, request you to hold workshops in the school as the students need strength, we have to gain strengthen in the students for a sense of self identity. We have to write here the body of the letter, just write now I indicated you. After all, we have to thank you, here we have to and ending you have to give yours sincerely. What is the name? Dinesh Rana, class 10th A, and at the last you have to indicate the date. This is all for this question. Now moving towards the next. What's the question? Moving towards the next. What is the question? You are Sneha Singh, an art teacher from a reputed public school. You have noticed that most students from class 10th opt for management of science streams and pursue careers as doctor, engineers or management professionals. You believe that art is crucial for students as it fosters creative, critical thinking and promotes emotional well-being. Write a letter to the editor of a school daily expressing your view on the importance of studying art in school. So, what's this letter to the editor? What is the format of letter to the editor? So, question number 4b is what it is? Letter to the editor. So, we have to follow the format of letter to the editor. What is the format? First, address of the sender. Address of sender. Who is the sender over here? Sneha. Okay. With address, you have to not mention the name, just you have to write the address. Number 2, you have to write date. Number 3, address of the addressee to whom you are writing to the letter. That means you are writing to the letter to the editor of a local diary. That means you have to write to the editor of what? Local daily. And suppose where it is, you have to write the address. Now comes the subject. What is the subject? That you believe that art is crucial for important. About that you have to mention over here. Then just you have to follow the format, that is the body of the letter with through the column stream in your daily newspaper. Body of the letter you have to follow. At the end of this, you have to also support your answer with the suggestion also. And at the last, you have to give the ending. That will be the end over here. Now moving to question number 5, what it is? The question is about we have to analyze. We have to analyze the data provided, which is provided already. We have to analyze. That means whatever it is given over here, you have to write it in the words, but it is given how you have to write. Focus on the activity that occupies the largest proportion of time and on other major and minor activities in descending order you have to write over here. So, just as this one, first you have to mention, describe whatever it is mentioned in the numbers, you have to describe it into statements over there. Statement again the same, this is also analytical paragraph. Okay. Now, moving to the last section, that is literature. This is, you can even say that this is case study also. This is from the prose section sheet, question number 6, it is about case study. The paragraph is given from the lesson, the name also it is indicated over here, from which lesson it is, Midnight Visitor. See what is the question. Question number 1, the option, the correct option is envious and in awe. How did the hotel atmosphere influence Fowler's mood? You have to write it. Filling the correct answer. The correct answer, here it is this one. In what way does Oswald defy the typical spy image? You have to describe over there. B1 also, the paragraph is from First Flight, chapter 2nd, Nelson Mandela Long Walk to Freedom. The what is over here, you have to read the paragraph and you have to indicate the answer over here also. Want to let the phrase prepared to die shows Mandela's what? Passion. Okay. Read the following. This is the extract from the poem, the wall poem. So, this is the stanza given over here and this is the questions we have to find out. Okay. Same thing over here also. Now, question number 8. We have to answer 5 questions are given. See, now moving to question number 8. 5 questions are given, out of 5 we have to solve any 4, each question carries 3 marks. So, in 2 stories about flying, what does the narrator experience suggest about unexpected help and mystery? You have to answer, each question carries 2, 3 marks over here. This was from the lesson and this is from the supplementary reader. In what way was Richard Everett's scientific journey enhanced by the support of, you have to give the reason whatever it is asked. So, these are the question number 10 and question number 11, long answer question it is. You have to answer in detail because one question carries 6 marks. So, what is the question over here? How does Lencho's faith in God as shown in A Letter to God contrast with the scriptism of Kisa Gomti in Sermon at Banaras? With the help of these 2 lessons, you have to answer the question how Lencho believed in God and how Kisa Gomti in lesson Sermon at Banaras. You have to support your answer with detail from the 2 texts. With the help of these 2 lessons, you have to answer the question in detail, believe in God. So, moving to the last one. Same thing over here also, you are given 2 questions are given, out of 2 you have to solve 1. This is from the supplementary reader. In the necklace, Madame Loisel spends years repaying a debt for a necklace that was never valuable. How does this irony expose the illusion of wealth and the consequences of chasing appearance? You have to write about Madame Loisel's, how she spends repairing a debt for the necklace to Ma'am Forrester. You have to answer this irony, you have to expose the irony, illusion of wealth by Madam Loisel from the lesson The Necklace. So, the next one from the supplementary reader only, The Book That Saved the Earth. In The Book That Saved the Earth, how does the play use humor and irony to comment on both futuristic technology and human assumptions? What message do you think the author conveys through the Martians' misinterpretation of a nursery rhyme? You have to focus on the book of nursery rhyme. How the nursery rhyme book saved the book, the earth. You have to explain, because in the lesson, while reading the play, not lesson, while reading the play, humor as well as irony both helps the play to move forward in a very smooth conduct. You have to focus usually on the nursery rhyme which the Martians, when they came on the earth, they found, and whatever the code number, whatever they thought about it, they thought that these are the code numbers, and this will, due to these books, there will be false in Martian, and so you have to focus on nursery rhyme book and how the book saved the planet Earth from the Martian. You have to focus on the book, focus on that book. So, this is the end of the question paper.